for Shashamane youth. Let me here for Shashamane youth. Yeah, you don't know that we have all Shashamane stars. 10 youth from Shasha scene is not like before. Shashamane youth, take over.
Yeah, Wagga.
There.
Yeah, I'm getting ready. See you in a bit, yeah? Alright then. Ciao.
Safe travel.
Ciao, Papa. Born here is a blessing because it's different. The freedom, the love is more stronger. And I studied business information system. It's about computer programming. You know, education is the key. So.
And you know, like my father is from Jamaica, my mom is from England, and when they repatriated back to Ethiopia, it's like they came back to home, you know. And when I was born here, it's like I'm an Ethiopian because I'm born in Shashamane, you know. I'm learning in college right now. I got my third year, I'm just waiting, you know. But we don't really got nothing to do in the streets or in the places in our community, because when you check even the music part, ain't really nothing set up for the youths, you know. We are trying to do something the best we can, you know. Maybe hustle or something and get a little bit of money and do a little bit of work on painting. Most of the youths, they wait maybe if a tourist come, they can make a little bit of money by the day cut. Really, when you check it out, no one ain't giving them no job. They might been to school, have degree, diploma or whatever, but they ain't getting no jobs, you know. So that make they be on the streets now. And when you're on the streets, it make you think all kind of things, you know. You maybe want to steal or do all kind of stuff, you know. So.
You can do this? You can do this? Yeah.
Yeah, man, you know.
Ethiopia, we live in Ethiopia with the King's Highway. We got Emperor, Haile, Selassie. It's like that we live in. Jaja, we present. You know, no Babylon are falling, or we up are coming. Zion gate every time open, she waiting. When the time ready, it I go close it. If you love the King, if you love the Lord, Haile Selassie. And then you know, if you love the King, if you love the Lord, H-I-M-C. And then you know, if you love the King, if you love the Lord, Haile Selassie. And then you know. Wake up and live. Wake up. No time to waste.
Consciousness and win. Alright, wake up and
Wake up and live.
Wake up.
No time to sleep. You better, she better, you better wake up and live now. Wake up and live now.
Wake up and
I'm 16 years old still, you know. Yeah, and I go to school, you know. I take my education, because you don't know, so education is the key. We spend most of our time in the street and hustling on them things there, doing certain things, you know.
We used to do nothing, you know. You just sit down, you know. So now we got the chance.
Jah give us talent, you know, so we have to use it, you know. So if you work upon it proper, if you do with it, if you focus, you know, yeah, because the first thing is heart, you know. If you really love music and if you're interested in music, you know, you can live with music life, because you don't know, many artists live by music, you know.
I think it's without music, there's no life. That's what I think, you know. Anywhere we go, I have to listen to music, or if we don't have no music, I have to say, you know, I have to sing something, you know. Always music on my mind, you know.
Music is my life. Yeah, man. I love music, you know. Yeah, man.
Everybody nice? Same.
I came here like when I was 6 years old, to tell you the truth, in '95. And I was actually born in Trinidad and Tobago. And I came to Ethiopia from America.
I was born in England, 1989. I used to play football, professional football, before I came to Ethiopia. It's very different, you know, very different. It's like, it's a different mind state, different total mind state, so it's like two worlds.
Yes, Bredda.
Yo, how's everything?
Rastafar.
Right. Cool.
Yes, sir.
I came from Oxford. I didn't really enjoy growing up in England, to be honest, you know what I mean? There were some great moments in my life in England, but to be honest, it's too violent. It's too violent. The person I was in England and the life I went through is not the person I am now, or what I'm going through now. So for me, Oxford, it didn't break me, so it made me stronger. But at the same time, I miss the people in Oxford and my family, but I don't miss the place, you know what I mean? So I've come from somewhere over here all the way to over here. Shashamane is right here. It's a piece of land that was given to diasporan Africans and African people who want to come back home to Africa. So it was given by His Majesty, His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie, to us so we can come back to Africa and live. So this is the road to Shashamane. This is where it all starts. This is where it all begins. Now, I mean, you got the grandfather, I say, the father of reggae behind us. Salam, no? Yeah, man. The road brings back many memories, you know what I mean? I've been down it so many times.
No checkpoints.
Definitely. I say if you can even go down the hill then turn around, it's up to you.
I came from Barbados to Shashamane, Ethiopia, 1998.
Yeah, boy, come and do a couple of these things before you left. Gonna sit up on the bus you all night now. Give me 25. 5, 6, 25. Yeah. Yeah, go long way. Yeah.
You know, I'm born a Rastafarian. I'm a Rastafarian youth, and from I was born, I've been hearing repatriation. So, yeah, it's been drilled in my head. Yeah, Ethiopia is the place to be. Yeah, so it's a big change, but island vibe same way. There ain't that much big houses in the islands where I come from. Same thing here, you know. Iratian vibes, country vibes here. When I was 10 years old, I was all about playing, you know. So there's a lot of room to play. So after a while, yeah, you grow into it, and you understand the liberty that the people live, the culture of the Ethiopians. And yeah, it's nice, man. They have a culture. Everyone's just on their own thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not really I don't class it as a culture. Yeah, there's no culture out there. So when I come here, I feel the culture. I learn the Ethiopian vibes, and yeah, I class myself as an Ethiopian now. Yeah, straight.
This is the beginning, you know what I'm saying? This is where everyone got more creative with their life and that, and living as one together as friends through many years and getting to know each other, and the life made us more stronger as artists and developed into the artists who we are today, because we started with live band and Mantis on the drum. I know, yo, pronounce your words then. You see me and all them things there. You see me? Celebration would be on celebration. If it's a Friday night, we walk in HQ and then we hail up the brethren and go into the sound room. If we feel the rhythm, we say, yo, pass that microphone there, yo. Hey, y'all know, yo, we have boss lyrics now. In the future, this would be like the HIM record company. This will turn into something like that, you know? And the Shashamane youth, it's more like, it's a movement. It's more like a movement. We all come down to Shash, we all grow there. You know, it's not like we're running away from home. The difference between Shash and Addis, in Addis, you can't do what you can do in Shash. Shashamane gives you that freedom for you to think however you want to think and do whatever you want to do. And that's what I'm recently doing right now, teaching. So, English teacher in Ethiopia.
Yeah, it's Black Haze, you know what I'm saying? Representing Shashamane. Jaja Army, where my army? Yeah, I see y'all, my people. Black Haze, let's go. I walk through the valley of dry bones, the kings of the earth divided both thrones. The young believer, aka not Caesar. I praise God, call me the achiever. We never think weaker, we open the door. The Bible is one thing we have to explore. Bow down to the Lord while keeping the faith. Cry out to the Lord, put me in a place. I was showered by rain and carried by saints with the power of God.
So Shashamane for me is like my hometown, you know. It's the place where I really grew up and learned many things. What I would have actually learned out in Babylon, you know. What I've learned here in Shashamane, Ethiopia, I would have never learned it anywhere else in the world.
Yes, S.M.I. Yes, brother. Respect. Get in, you know.
Yo,
Army.
What take
Oh,
you
God.
say something?
Jumping.
Locked yourself out, eh?
Yeah.
Well, I was a boy growing up in a very small village in Bavaria, and I was living there for 6 years with my grandparents, and 3 years with my grandparents and 4 years with my mom in another city. So my mom came to Ethiopia and left me there for 1 year, and then after I came to Ethiopia to repatriate to the land what Haile Selassie has given to us, to the Rastafarian people. I like it here. That's where I grew up and that's where I will stay, you know. Because out there, there's nothing for me, you know, except my family. And you know, my greatest wish would be that my family comes here, but many of them, they don't really think the way that how I think or my mom thinks or my dad thinks, you know, they think a different way. They think Africa is a bad place or Africa has so much of drought, but you're here, you can see it's not so much, you know. Everybody sees it, everybody knows it, you know. You can't say what you didn't see.
Wait, where is the real peace? Where is the peace, you get me? So, for me now, it's beautiful to have that. That's like another positive thing which is in Shashamane that you can find anywhere in the countryside, really and truly. But for me, that's what I love about Shashamane. The feeling of being home and the peace that there is, simply.
Yeah, Shashamane is Shashamane, man. What could I say about Shash now? It's like the love, it's love. Like nowhere else in the world, nowhere else in Ethiopia, you find this kind of love. Amongst people that you're acquainted with in that way. Even people that don't know you, they'll pass you and say salam, peace, you know. And that's something good. Where I come from, you walk past people straight, you're like robots. If you don't know the person, you don't say nothing. In Ethiopia, if you have a smile, just a simple smile that takes you far.
Hopeless sinners who has hurt all mankind, just save us home, believe one love, all about one heart.
The person I was in England and the life I went through is not the person I am now or what I'm going through now. So when I came here, it was like Shashamane was a different world, you get me? Shashamane was totally a different world, you know what I mean? Almost my identity, it was an identity change when I came here. Because it was like, one place you're normal and you fit in. Even if you fit into just only a certain group, you still fit in. Over here now, you come here and it's like, you got a whole country of people that you are an outsider to. And the thing is, it's like, wow, we have the same skin color, but somehow we're so different that you call me a foreigner. So me considering myself to be an African and come here and be called something else, that was probably the hardest thing coming here, you know what I mean? I could speak to somebody in Amharic, but they refuse to reply to me in Amharic, they'll reply to me in English. So for me, that's still a type of discrimination. The stereotype which I've fallen into, which I'm trying to break, that is the negative thing about it. But I just feel freer here, to be honest, simply. Freer here, and there's many things that I've done here that if I was in England, I never got a chance to do. Or my attitude wouldn't have been correct to put it upon myself to do it.
That was over the coming over to the next.
That was over the border, but yo,
Yo, you know how I know that's in Ethiopia? If you eat to the Ethiopian, you do that. Box again.
Stop eating even good.
Straight.
It's like you taking the piss. You are taking the piss.
You came all the way from
they gave the same sauce around the plate. So you don't have to go.
The carrot, you know, here the carrot.
So no matter what happens, I always have you in my life. You are the reason that I'm able to smile. And I'll never forget that I am just child. I am blessed cause you are always by my side. So even though it's stressful, and sometimes I got a head full of problems on my mind, you lift me with your light. When I'm naked, you clothe me, and when I'm hurting, you hold me. Bring my spirit of the old me supreme, yes, you know He's. Give thanks for the life that I have. Definitely give thanks for the life that I have. I could be on the corner doing nothing with my life, but Jah brought me to His light, so no longer am I blind. Things ain't gonna be easy, brother, just keep your head high. With perseverance and faith, I guarantee that you'll fly. My young brothers, just be wise with your eyes open wide. See the signs of the time, you heard? So no matter what happens, I always have you in my life. You are the reason that I'm able to smile.
I love music. I want to be a musician, you know, one day. But it's hard to get promotion here. You get me?
I am blessed cause you are always by my side.
Time. Warrior, you're gonna late. Time.
I was born and raised in Shashamane, you know, from Bredda Sebas, one of the pioneers that came here 30 or up to 40 years ago, you know.
Greetings, Ras.
Yes, morning, Ras.
Selassie first.
Right.
Give thanks to the eye, Ras.
Give thanks.
You know, from when I man wake up and I call them boy, look like them late this morning, you know, dread.
Know that.
I see the eye early, you know, Rasta. Them youth are rehearsed whole night last night and them kind of late.
That's
Yo,
right.
warrior, time. Wanna come, man, the man them ready, Rasta. Studio time and money.
Yes, Lucky.
What the man them there, yo, Rasta?
Bless.
Long time be ready.
Just one, man, I'm late, Rasta.
Yes, I.
Rasta. Them done late. Bless you here,
Bless
sir.
you,
Later
see?
when they come in, we burn two fire. Majestic.
Everybody there, you know.
Yeah, man, them there. We're ready for them, man.
Yo, Saki there.
Them not true. Wagwan. Them not true. Bless man. Them not true.
Yo, let's bounce, man.
Yes, I.
Everybody in here? Ready for the mission, you know?
When I came to Ethiopia 36 years, almost 40 years ago, things were much different. And we have witnessed 2 changes of government. We went through, 17 years of communism and now this new democratic system too. And we have witnessed a lot of changes. The thing is that Ethiopia is very big and there's a lot to be done. And the youths in Ethiopia don't have enough sponsorship. And so we would like to see those people who are, if you are up, look down from above and help the youths in Shashamane to progress in their musical endeavors. Wait a minute here, sir. I don't want this ganja thing too prominent in the spliff thing. The first reggae artist to come to Ethiopia and to visit Shashamane is the Honorable Robert Nesta Marley. And I think he has set the pattern, the trend. Dennis Brown has been here, Freddie McGregor has been here, so many, well, not so many. In fact, we were disappointed too because some reggae artists have been to Ethiopia but have not come to Shashamane. And these are Rasta youths, and Rasta artists. So, the example that is being set for the youths in Shashamane is not so encouraging if they see reggae artists coming to Ethiopia and they don't visit Shashamane. It was quite how would you say, challenging to leave from a place like Jamaica and to come to Ethiopia and to establish, you know, a relationship with the people of Ethiopia so that future generations of people who will come to Ethiopia will be accepted and will be able to fall into the general life of the country. This is not to criticize or to belittle any reggae artists, but we notice some of the artists, they have sung about Shashamane, but they have never been to Shashamane. And we don't want to think that these people now are using, you know, the Rasta image and the reggae, the reggae music to just enhance their personal ego. If you talk about Africa, we want to see more participation in Africa. You know, it is obvious that enough has been done outside already. What happened to Africa? Now is the time for Africa. What are people scared of? You know, that is why we are asking for participation. Not only just to give, but to come and see that what you are giving is properly spent in its respective areas. So we are talking about participation now, not just help. Yeah. And, you know, we have seen worse times, and now Shashamane, Ethiopia, is very advanced. It's the perfect example of the old meeting the new. Thank you.
I am proud, you know, I'm proud to be his son, you know, because I see the struggle that he made, you know, because 30 or 40 years ago, even now it is not more developed. Imagine it 30 or 40 years ago, you get me? I see that, you know, I believe that they are strong, you know, to leave all that they have and come here and sacrifice and try to do the work, you know, the work of Jah, you know, because we are the children of born here from the pioneers, you know, so we have to continue the work.
Yeah, man, let's do something right quick, yes, for real.
Picture when I pop up at your shows, classical K with classical flows, bottom of the pit, top of the throne. I'm so icy, flows damn cold. Go ahead, take a picture when I pop up at your shows, classical K with classical flows. Yeah, this is Ethiopia, you know what I'm saying?
The situation of the music in Ethiopia is there is no music in Ethiopia because it's so young. It's so young in the business, and to be out there internationally for people like us and other youths in Ethiopia as well, it's more difficult unless you approach the business in a different way. There won't be like a record company who will say, okay, can you publish this for me? Pay your publishing, or there ain't nothing like that at all. So it's more, you have to create it yourself. I'm an artist, right? Black Haze, I'm an artist. I have my CD. If I go out and I sell that for 25 birr and everyone buys that for 25 birr, what an artist needs to do is save that money so he can do more. Don't wait for somebody to come. You have to do it yourself. Then by the time, and it's not your money, it's your music's money. You don't own it. Your music owns it, you know, because it's for your music, right? So that's what every individual needs to do.
Big boy artist is here, waking up every morning, every night, doing the same thing, picking up pen, picking up pad, writing rhymes, a little club shows, a little bar shows, a little thing shows, a little concerts, a little thing. A lot of ages passed. My brother's all going on 25, 26 years old. He's an artist too. Where is he? Still in the same position as me, trying to make it. How is that possible? You get me? This is Africa, man. No man can't come today or yesterday and try convince me about nothing, dread. Cause me, I've been to school, I'm smart, I'm wise, I've been around people, that's yo.
Yeah, I run the rhythm, Mr. DJ. I want me come my dance, big tune off the play. Never pause, but they want a replay. Watch out.
The reggae is popular. The youth in Ethiopia are attracted to the reggae, and people love reggae in general. The thing is now the market, and the market is there, but to sell a CD here is much harder than to sell a CD outside, in the sense that, you know, when you produce a CD here and you sell it here, it works out better than if you produce it outside of Ethiopia. Like my first CD, I made a mistake. Well, not a mistake, I learned. I made copies in America, and when I brought them here to sell, I couldn't sell them because to make my profit, or to make a profit, I'd have to sell them for too much, and the people wouldn't buy them for that, you know. So I learned that it's best to just do the production here, even though the quality that you really want sometimes is out there. But quality is coming now in, you know, a lot of people are coming in with a lot of different equipment, so we can do more quality. But for the most part, you know, it seems that to produce a CD in Ethiopia, it would be best to do it locally to make it more cost effective. It would be more cost effective that way.
The way we make music in Shash now, like, maybe we don't have no studio like as usual, you know, but we make like write songs and stuff like that. We get beats off the internet, and we go to one of our friends' yard or something like that, and they might have a laptop or recording kind of stuff, you know, so we just do music like that. But like, you know, ain't really nothing going on in Shashamane, you know, that we don't got no studios, no radio stations, you know. Guess what? That's the things what we need to make the world know our music, you know.
Sometimes we'll be recording, and electric will just go, and we didn't save anything, so we have to start over again, you know what I mean? So electric that's the government that does that. That goes whenever it wants to go. You can't tell when electric goes, so you have to be ready. Do your thing quick, you know what I mean? And pacing, yeah. You can't, when we're in the studio, that's one thing. Whenever we do one thing, we have to save it. We learn that now. When we do one voice, you save it. One melody, you save it.
I'm on top, I won't stop. That will give it all for the block. No, I won't stop. The best thing for hustler to do is to hustle. Musicians make music, I advise troublemakers stay out of trouble. Cause the problem could be solved, it's so easy. People hip-hop music ain't all about talking greasy. The rhythm's so dramatic. I think it's time for pain to be unleashed. I take the chains off of his feet and let him have it. I let him have it. When they forgot that roses got thorns. Anyway, look, I let him have it. Be real with yourself, cause bullshit is a bad habit. That's cause I'm above the average.
I love doing music, you know. I love doing music. God gave me that gift, you know. But when you check it out now, like if I'm gonna do music as a job, working kind of thing, I can't really say I'm gonna do music as my job in Shashamane, because I can't go maybe to a stage show or to a club or something and perform, or to the radio station or something, or to a studio or something. We don't have those kind of things going on. So when you're doing music in Shashamane, it's like you're doing music for no reason. You're just like wasting the time. But because we love that, and because the love of it, we keep on doing it, you know, because it makes us feel happy, you know.
I don't know. Music is my first choice, but like I can't say this is for me and do music alone. I have to try different ways of, you get me, make it in life, you get me.
In Shashamane, you can't live without, you can't live with music, you know. You can't just say music is life, you know, because you have to work different things to make some money, you know. Because in Shashamane, people don't have no money to produce music and all these things, you know. We might go somewhere else to live. Even in Addis now, if you live in Addis, yeah, you can make money by music, you know. But in Shashamane, I don't think so.
I want to make it one day, you get me, and try to, you get me, spread the word, spread the message, you know. You get me? And do different kind of music, even Amharic, you get me? I used to do reggae music in Amharic. That is very important, because most Ethiopians, they come, they dance to the reggae, they don't know what it's saying, they just dance to the music. But when you tell the reggae music in Amharic, they understand what you're saying and the message. So they get aware of what Rasta and reggae is about, you get me? Yeah, yeah. እኔ እንደምወድሽ አንቺ ከወደድሽኝ እኔ እንደምናፍቅሽ አንቺ ከናፍቅሽኝ ልቤ ውስጥ እንዳለሽ ልብሽ ውስጥ ካለውኝ እኔ ባንቺ ለዘላለም ጸናለሁኝ The way that I love you I know you want me to The way that I love you እኔ ወድሻለሁ Yo That's enough right?
My dad is my inspiration. He's the one we get the voice from, so I wanted to continue that talent in our family. Capish? And we all grew up in music. We're a family that grew up and love music, always listening to music, and that just inspired me to want to be a singer, man. And right now, there's nothing else that I want to be other than a singer, but I always wanted to write songs that uplift the people, send a good message that teaches you know, that inspire people, man. Those are the kind of music I'm into writing, man. Is the jail going over there, sir? May I do something, you know? Talk about the same, man.
Another phenomenon is happening here in Shashamane. The youths have now learned the language of Amarinya and also the ethnic language of Orominya, and they're mixing that language now in what they do, and it's nice. A new language is being created to it. It's called Jamarinya. And the culture is coming together, you know, and these youths are the fruits of this coming together of the culture, you know.
Music, because we deal with music. This is about Jah message through the music. We know that the music from such time, from the late 60s, going through the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000, the message was, there's a land over the hills, on the other side of the horizon. Now, 92, the gate bus, hundreds and hundreds of Rasta man and woman come to Ethiopia to celebrate Her Majesty's birthday, 100-year celebration. After that, we there, man. Even people come before, but that's where the numbers start to come. And now the message in the music also, shall we sing that same song, going home to Africa, going back to Africa? Or what message shall we sing from here? From the gates now. The gates
we are already home.
Well, we are home. Jah love the gates of Zion more than all the dwelling places of Jacob. So being here by the gate now, what message shall we bring forward to people then, for this and the coming generation?
We being in Shashamane and having a different teaching and having a different insight, because we come here and we see how it is. Speak something different from the rest of the world, something unique, something more powerful even.
And give a hope.
Yeah, most
Give
definitely.
a hope to the young generation, to the coming generation. What are we here for? What can Rastafari mean to the development of youth man conscience and the liberty of people all over creation? And you know, TAFAR, they have a gift, you know.
Yeah, man,
they
definitely.
have a gift from the Almighty, you know. And you know how it goes with gifts.
For real.
Yeah, if Father who give a gift, you have to make good use of it, you know. And if you don't make good use of it, you could all take it back and give it to our next one.
I don't feel like being a big superstar in the future, because I don't feel it doesn't really make sense being a superstar. It's not like superstar being is not good, but it's just like, you know, if you don't feel to, then it's better if you leave it, because it will only kind of get your mind on different things. You will just be on music and music alone, and you don't really, you know, that's what happens to many superstars, you know. They get leaded away from the money, you know, so they get lead away from God, and they just appear with the money and all the millions and all the money, and then they just say, yeah, I have my money, so let's go do this, and then they just forget God, you know, because you see, if God wants me to be a superstar, He makes me a superstar, but it's just, I leave it in God's hand, you know. I can't say nothing from now.
Rastafari. This is Samuel Zebulon on the microphone.
I take my time, you know, because that's what I have to do, you know. Take my time and, you know, do the things what I have to do.
translation, right throughout your revelation.
I think it's time, and I've been doing this and I've been waiting for my time. That's one thing I've been patient with. My time, waiting for my time, yeah, I've been patient with that. And I think it's my time, yes, because I've been working hard, and yeah. I've seen my progress, and I think it's time for everybody to do their thing as well, because I've seen progress of other people as well. And yeah, us coming together, yeah, we can make it be the time. Straight.
You don't know it's time for us to change first ourselves and to change the community, you know? Like, not only personal thing, but to change everyone, you know? And our place to make it look better. And everything starts from the place where you grow, you know? And the place where you're born. So this is the place where I'm born and I grow. So this is the place where everything is gonna start, you know? So step by step, everything will, you know.
Yeah, man, I like music. I record many music. I write many music, but I don't let people hear it, you know. I still have them. So now this is the time. This is the time to show the people.
Yo, it's and alongside Usher Black.
Listen, yo, one love and one heart, one unity. We have to press the jar for the Almighty. Yo, when today I pass, tomorrow I go come. We don't know the last days when it I go come. Yo, press to the King, press to the Lord, press to the first and press to the only one. Everybody have to live a spiritual life. Everybody have to live a spiritual life. If you love the King, if you love the Lord, Haile Selassie, and then you know. If you love the King, if you love the Lord, Haile Selassie, and then you know. If you love the King, if you love the Lord, HIMSA, and then you know. If you love the King, if you love the Lord, Haile Selassie, and then you know.
Listen, we are Rasta, them no rougher than we. We are Rasta, them no tougher than we. We are Rasta, them no rougher than we. Rasta man a live up in a Shashamane.
Africa, here I come, one of your sons. I burn the pagans down.
Listen this.
You don't know, say Shashamane are the best place for live in. Run the track, my selector.
Tell them you know.
Everybody come together. And everybody live in Shasha. And we say everybody come together. And everybody live in Shasha. And we say everybody come together.
Shashamane, Shashamane Empress,
Shashamane Empress,
Shashamane, oh Shashamane lady,
Shashamane lady,
Shashamane, oh Shashamane Empress. Don't you know that I'm in love with you?
Free, don't wanna be weak, no way. Free, baby come and sing with me. Yeah. Free, I'm gonna live my life from midnight. Free.
I will call upon the Lord who's worthy to be praised. So I shall be safe from a wicked enemy. Who can I trust? People are lost these days. Life is getting rough. There's a lot to face. Stop acting dumb and start use your head.
I run the rhythm, Mr. DJ. I want me come my dance, big tune off the play. Never fall for they want a replay. Watch all the hot girls, them a wind up, them waist can't watch now. I run the rhythm, Mr. DJ. I want me come my dance, big tune off the play. Never fall for they want a replay. Watch all the hot girls, them a wind up, them waist can't watch now.
And I am my love. Greetings. Come on, Babandi. To the children of Ethiopia, especially to the brethren and sisters out in Shashamane. This is a tribute from my heart, imploring all Ethiopian children, look within for your salvation. Look within, I say.